What's going on? Got Tennessee Bushcraft, TF Bushcraft, Tennessee Flatbetter in the house. What you been up to?
Oh, just running and then clicking on the wrong thing over here. And
So he's freezing up, but
yeah, my internet sucks right now.
yeah. So I tested out my guy today. I got another trifecta, so I'm feeling good right now. Can't beat it whenever somebody trifectas like that. You just feel like you won. Now I do take it pretty hard whenever my guys, like, if I have a guy fail the test, and I start looking at myself like, what did I do wrong? So you know, just kind of reflect sometimes. Now, before I had these two trifecta right here, I was kind of having issues. Like, I had one fail the pre-trip, and his second test, it was bad score on the backing and really bad score on the driving. And he was just a nervous tester. And I was like, you know what? After his second test, I was like, maybe that one wasn't my fault. Then I had a guy run a red light. I'm all like, you ran the red light? You never ran no red light with me. So, sometimes I beat myself up. But whenever I have two in a row pass again, I'm like, I'm feeling way better. Like, I'm feeling way better. Always try to improve myself. Always look back at it and see what I can make better in my training. What you think, Tennessee?
Yeah, I always think that. Try to look back at what happened and if there's something I can do to change it. Like I had students failing pre-trip back to back to back because they weren't doing anything. When I'd say go pre-trip, they weren't doing pre-trip, and they said, "Yeah, I did it." So now they won't. I won't let them back until they prove to me they're doing their pre-trip when I say go pre-trip. And
Yeah,
I
and
see them over there and not on their cell phone, actually paper in hand, walking around that truck.
it's kind of sad sometimes how much we gotta, like, I guess you would call it, babysit them.
Right.
Be like, hey, guess what? I'm gonna stand here and watch you do your pre-trip. Like, I never like doing that. I really don't like doing that, but sometimes that's what it takes. And I think we're all grown adults. We should get our stuff taken care of. So let's see what's going on in the chat over here. We got Gene Scott. What's up, Twisted? Home time is over. Back out on the road again, heading to Houston, then Laredo, then back to Houston, then Roswell, New Mexico. That's a lot of back and forth. We got Peg Leg. He says, "Let's roll this, brother." Welcome back out, Gene. Tennessee already responded. He said, "What's up?" What's up, Peg Leg in Tennessee? Armstrong Truck Line says, "Yo, yo, yo, yo." He
What's
took that
up?
from River Rich. He's representing River Rich right now because he might not make it tonight, I guess. Sean Stevens says, in Pittston, I test out tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Hey, you got this. Just treat it as another day practicing with your trainer. That's the best advice I can give you right there. Don't treat it as a test. Just treat it as another normal day. And remember, we're all over here rooting for you. We want you to get your CDL right, Tennessee.
Oh yeah.
Clicked it too soon. I prejudged your response of being, "Oh yeah." I just timed it wrong. But yeah, hey man, everybody wants you to pass. The examiners want you to pass. Your trainers want you to pass. Your examiners just act like that's your trainer out there, and it's just another day of practicing. Hans is setting in Colorado. Flatbed Trucker says, "Sup everyone? What's going on, Flatbed Trucker?" Han says, "I swear Colorado drivers can't drive." What you think about Colorado drivers, Tennessee?
Um, they're not as bad as other states that I've seen.
You know that peg leg guy was driving.
Denver is pretty crappy driving.
You know, peg leg was driving the other day. This is how bad of a driver he is, and he hit a pothole and fell out his wheelchair. He had to get help. Poor guy. He was hurt. Felt bad for him. Pesky potholes out there. Hans says, head into Missouri. Hey, that's what's up. Welcome to the state. Cornbread Trucker says, what's up? So right now I got Cornbread Trucker's his TNT student. So we're gonna see how that works out. Right now he's doing great. I threw him in the truck first thing I got him today, and threw him in the truck, let him do straight line back. You know, things are going good. I told him, I said, hey, look, this is how I train, man. There's the spot right there. I said, put it in that spot over there, and he's like, okay. And he put it in the spot next to where we were going, like he offsetted it, and without the points. And then I had him pull up, and I said, all right, put it in that spot. He put it in that spot. Then I said, pull up, and I helped him with the pull ups and stuff like that on the first two. The third one, he threw it right into that offset. Like it went boom, boom, and he threw it right down the line. And I was like, man, that's what's up. And I had to tell my other guy, I said, hey, man, this dude's flexing on you. I said, you might have to break his pinky or something. Like, I don't condone violence, but I mean, you got to slow down how good he's doing because he's making you look bad. Pegleg says, Twisted, would you do me a favor? Fill in that pothole. I wish I could fill in that pothole. What you need, Pegleg? Slowpoke TNT says Thursday night chats, Reefer Madness.
FBG.
Breaka. That's Slowpoke's favorite lines when he comes in the Discord. Breaka. Han says delivered in Calhoun, Colorado to stupid tree farm. Not good. Paper Chase Trucking says, what's up, guys?
What's going on, Paper Chase?
How's it going, Paper Chase? You still chasing that money, or are you making that money now? You don't have to chase it no more. It falls into your pockets. Smoke them if you got them. Setting in Pittston. Setting in Pittston. Waiting till tomorrow morning to find out what truck I'm swapping into. Wall-to-wall trailers and trucks here. Dang.
So it sounds about like Springfield.
That yard over there is kind of small. Like, I've been over there where it's been packed before. Cornbread Trucker says, I think he's in good hands. I hope so, man. If you're taking him TNT, I hope he's in good hands. I haven't seen or heard anything bad about you. Oh, you're talking about with me? You think he's in good hands? I was all like, you're talking about yourself? What's going on here? Yeah, he's in good hands. He's going to be great. He's a real cool guy, and he's eager to learn, and he asks some questions. Pegleg says, since I didn't fall out my wheelchair, if you would do me a favor and retrending my range so that I do not have ban anymore for the chat again. It's already gone, bro. I think.
Yeah, it's not there right
now. The reason your name's green right now, Pegleg, is because that's your channel membership status. So you joined the channel, so. Paper Chase Trucking says, you still use the drop it like it's hot line for big wheel turns? Yeah,
I
I
did
do.
the other day.
You did too?
Yeah. My other
So
students wanting to turn that wheel big, and I was like, "Quit being Snoop Dogg. We're not in a music video right now."
I haven't been using it as much because unfortunately I got a truck now that so I use the song in my training, and unfortunately I got this radio now that if you put it in reverse, it says reverse muting on it and it doesn't play jack. Nothing comes through it. It kind of sucks. Paper Chase is living the dream, making that money. See, that's what I care about right there. Paper Chase says he's living the dreams. So like when he came out here, he came out here for an opportunity to get a CDL. Came out here, great guy, awesome guy, and like to see him being successful and actually living the dream and making that money, like that means a lot. Like I love it whenever I see my students out there, like doing their thing. Tennessee, you got a question on your channel? You want to read that one?
That ain't towards me though.
It's from your channel. You gonna do your viewers like that? Versatile Duckling has left the building, man. That's the nicest way I can put it. He, you know what? I will talk about the Versatile Duckling for a minute. Like I like Versatile Duckling. I do. He's a great person. Like he's a good person, and like we didn't see eye to eye sometimes. Like we don't see eye to eye. Nobody sees eye to eye all the time. But he went his way. He went to be with his family and left Prime, and he's found him something that works out better to get him home time. So more power to him. See, yeah, Cornbread was talking about with me. He thinks he's in good hands with me, and he says he can talk. Yeah, he can talk. He talks really well. He talks really good. Oh, Greenwich wants Peg Leg's hammer. Can he be trusted with a hammer? We'll see. We'll see. There we go. Greenwich got, or actually it's a wrench. Give Greenwich that little wrench, see what he does. Poor Hans is about to fill it. Paper Chase Trucking says my TNT trainer was the best. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Dang, you had a good TNT trainer? That's awesome. I was hoping he put his PSD trainer was the best. I would have been like, yeah, that's me. Why you banning people? I, I didn't ban nobody. Hello, folks.
What's going on, Greenwich?
Yeah, what's happening, Greenwich? So, Greenwich is in town right now, and he got his truck out there, and his other truck's in the shop, so he's about to have to drive his second truck maybe if his truck doesn't get out the shop soon. Then he said he was going to take off in his second truck and then come back whenever his main truck gets back out. So those owner op problems. Sometimes you have those owner op problems, and that's one of them. Truck going to the shop. Uh, Simply Avocado says morning. Paper Chase says I owe it to Twisted. I had a dream and you helped me get there. Brother man, I couldn't have done it without you listening. I'll tell you that. Like I get guys that don't listen very well and like don't follow directions, and it makes it really hard. You listen, you follow directions, and now look at you. Part of the NBA never broke again. Oh gosh. Jeffrey.
GG.
Oh, you'll read that one. You read that one, really. You didn't even read it right. It said it twice. Han says, You company paper, dry van unit. Smoke them if you got them. TF, if you wear green in front of your backdrop, will you be invisible?
Yes, I will. That's why I changed my shirt before we came on the live. I had my Prime safety work shirt on, and yeah, all you could see was a floating head. So
I didn't see that. I wasn't here when that happened, was I?
no,
What's up? So got the old wifey watching on the Facebook. What does this button do? Oh my gosh, the power. The power of the clicking the buttons. Where'd you go on your load today, Tennessee?
I went to Overland Park, Kansas.
And then you came back with
Then I brought a just one crate that weighed 750 pounds back to the shipper that I took the load up to Kansas from.
okay. Paper Chase Trucking says, I'm sorry, I meant PSD, not TNT. TNT trainer was great also. So Paper Chase had the all around great time here at Prime. Like he had a good PSD and TNT trainer. So, you know, and that gave him the tools to be successful. So Greenwich, watch out. Being a Splendid daddy. I don't know what that is. Hans, is it true at Prime only 20% are company drivers? I don't know if that's true or not, but that might be an accurate statement. It might be close to that. I'm not sure the exact amount. Tennessee,
Yeah,
what do you think it is?
I don't know the real statistics on that one right now.
So I know that there's three, four, five, six. I know there's only about 6 or 7 company fleets, and then there's I don't even know how many lease ones. So we are heavier on the lease side than the company side. I will tell you that. You know what I never knew. A little fact that I found out just today, or actually here recently, is I always said that if you're getting on a owner ops truck, like I always believed that if you got on an owner ops truck as a company driver, that you would be making less money because you're chasing revenue, not miles. And me and Greenwich were talking about this today, and Greenwich was all like, he said, you know what, the revenue and the miles go hand in hand for the most part. He's all like, look, I chase revenue, but I still get like 2,500 miles a week or 2,600, whatever the case may be. Like I'm still running for miles. I still run miles. He goes, the with the revenue, the miles will come. So like it really made me rethink about the being on somebody's truck. I was all like, man, if you're getting paid more cent per mile, you get the company's benefits to get on somebody else's truck, and then they give you bonuses and stuff like that on top of it, and you have more freedom. I was all like, man, it kind of is a better gig if you think about it. I don't know. It just made me rethink about it because he also said that whenever you're a company driver, you're working for Prime. It's the same thing as you're working for him. So Prime, they're chasing the revenue, but they're paying you company. They're paying you mileage. They're still chasing the revenue. The truck's still chasing the revenue. It's just you're getting paid by mileage instead of revenue. So I was like, dang, I never thought of it like that. So just some food for thought. I don't. How do you feel on that, Tennessee?
I was squirreling reading chat while you were talking. Sorry.
I wish I could make your screen this big and just put it in the bottom corner. You're a rock star, Twisted. Man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. I just try. My biggest deal is the quality of student I put out reflects me. Like I feel like so I try to put out the best quality. I take pride in what I do, and I try to put out the best quality I can. Like I'm trying hard. The NBA, yeah. Hey, I kind of stole the NBA from the Discord. First time I heard it was River Rich said it. Who did he say he got it from?
I don't know where he got it from. So you'd like to see the floating head? All right, I'll be right back. Walk through the trees.
Pegleg says Twisted in Tennessee are both good people, and my apologies to anyone I banned while I had my wrench. Pegleg, it's not even that big of a deal, man. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like you can't see good, so like we just gave you a wrench and just let you go wild, and like you kicked Greenwich and different people out. It's all good. Nobody was mad. No hard feelings. Gene had a shocking good time with my TNT trainer. Oh yeah, you're right. Looks like
Better
you
go.
got a poncho on. Paper Chase says I'm a back in mofo now. Took me a minute, but I'm on it like a hobo on a ham sandwich. That's a pretty good saying right there. Slowpoke TNT says students need to remember or be reminded this is a life changing opportunity. Buckle down for the time it takes to go through PSD/TNT, then go to the next level. The NBA never broke again. And that's right there. Like keep your head up, keep your head up, keep yourself clean, and get through that training. That way you get to your truck and then you start making your own money instead of working on somebody else's truck. You're on your truck. You got your own space. If you want to put your shoes on the passenger side, you can, because guess what? It's your truck. If you want to put your suitcase on top bunk or bottom bunk or wherever you want to put it, you can. It's your truck. It's all worth it once you finish it. I tell people that all the time, man. You got to put up with a lot through this TNT phase. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, TNT is kind of hard. You got to put up with a lot, but once you get through it all, it is worth it. 100% worth it. Paper Chase Trucker says, should have went company like you? I should have went company like you said. Some people are good jumping into lease and just running it. Some people need a like. I feel like it'd be better for some people to go company first. Tennessee, why is that? Because you're a big supporter of that.
Going company first, it helps you learn how to run your truck efficiently before you try to throw your finances in between it.
That's it.
That's all I have to say.
I think going company first kind of molds you into trucking. Like you get some real good ways to run. Like you start learning how to run that clock. You start learning how to manage that time. And I know you do the same on lease, but the thing is you don't have all that extra stress of running a business. So you're kind of like more of like, let me try this out. Let me try this out. You don't have all of that stress coming down on you. I think it's also good that it's going to keep you kind of in check. Hey, you can't take these long time off. Like you can't just do whatever you want in it. It's like, hey, here's your load, man. Go run it. So you're kind of like going to places that if you release, you're all like, man, I ain't going there. So you start realizing that some of these places that you're all like, I ain't ever going there. You realize that they're not as bad as you think they are. You get to learn how to be like, you're really, really vicious. I feel like you have to be really vicious on trying to get some more mileage. And some of the stuff you have to be vicious on lease too, but I feel like you kind of learn your ways.
Super chat, super chat.
Super chat. It hasn't come on the screen yet.
Should be right there.
Boom! There it is. We got a super chat from Jeff over there, $50 for the NBA Never Broke Again. So, there you go, Jeff. Even a flat better can be part of the NBA. Nothing, Tennessee.
I'll just let
Tennessee
you
needs
keep talking.
Tennessee needs to wake up over there. He's over there, blanket over him, going to sleep now.
Yeah, like I said at the beginning, before we started live, I'm not feeling too well today. So sorry if I feel distant. I'm trying to hang in. We got another
Uh
super chat
oh.
coming through.
Let me roll it down here. Roll it down here. Gotta wait for it to pop up. There it is. We got Tim Harmon, $10 super chat. Hi, all from Wyoming to Michigan, taking my student home for home time. Yes, and I'm glad that you're taking your student home from home time for home time because I've been hearing stories about people not getting taken home for home time as a student. Your trainer's responsibility is to get you home. So, Mr. Tim right here, he's definitely getting his student home. He said, "Hey, uh he's in Wyoming going to Michigan, take his student home for home time." Yeah, that's your responsibility. And I've even suggested to some of the TNT trainers, that especially the lease guys, I'm all like, "Hey, why don't you try to like either get them a rental car, use it for a tax write off, or maybe fly your student home. That way you're kind of like getting them home, and it's a tax write off. That way, whenever it's time for them to get back on the truck, you can just have them fly right back. You can be like, "Hey, let's run." So you not only are you running team freight to get yourself to your house, whenever they get back, you're definitely running that team freight right off of that home time. Company drivers make up 5% of all drivers at Prime. Wow, 5%. That's even lower than the 20%. Jordan says, shout out to Twisted. He's been getting me right. Got 1 week left for PSD. Can't wait to get out there and kill it. NBA. That's what I'm talking about. So Jordan's my student now, and he did struggle at the start, but he hung in there. He hung in there, and he kept on trying, and he kept on trying, and it was rough for a while. But man, look, we're 7 days out. He's test ready. Like he is test ready, and we got 7 days to still work. The guy knows his pre-trip. He can drive. He can do all the backing maneuvers. Now we're gonna still sharpen them up some, but I mean the guy is out there doing work, test ready, 7 days in advance. That's what I'm talking about. I have Hans. Paper Chase says I have Hans. Only once, never again. Oh, they're talking back and forth. Paper Chase says you did a great job, my TNT wanted me to stay on with him. Yeah, that's a problem I run into a lot though. A lot of my students when they go on TNT, their TNT trainers are like, "Hey, I'll pay you a little bit more if you stay on my truck longer." Or they're all like, "Hey, will you stay on my truck longer?" Because they know that like, hey, I don't have to retrain this dude. Like I'm gonna get it one from scratch. It's also like a good time for them to take a break because I feel like I prepare my guys a lot more. Like sometimes my students call me and they're all like, "Hey, my TNT trainer couldn't back it into the spot, and I got in there and I backed it in for them." Uh, that's awesome, Tennessee. You're floating head. They like it. Greenwich Trucking says Rich got MBA from Miranda. Where she got it from, I don't know. That's where it came from. Scotty B, what's happening, Scotty? With a floating arm. Greenwich Trucking says nothing wrong with going company first. Learn the truck first, then learn how to run the business side. And that's from a 40 plus year trucking vet right there. Like listen up when Greenwich speaks, we be quiet because we're trying to soak up that information, especially when he's in the Discord and he's talking about something. We will shut up and be like, "What you say?" You try to get all the knowledge you can from him. Scotty B says, "I think you'd be crazy to go lease a truck if you have no clue on what trucking is all about." Scotty B, it happens all the time, man. People just jump into a lease. Like even worse than that, people come out here trucking and they haven't done no research. They don't know nothing about trucking. They'll get out here and they'll be like, "Hey, do I get to go home this weekend? Is this a Monday through Friday kind of job?" It's crazy what we run into. Vincent Contreras says, just found out they want you to have at least 12 months driver's license use. Yes, they do. Like, they want you to have that driver's license for a while. I thought it was longer than that. I want to. What did Diego tell me? Diego told me I think it was 2 years. Cody says, Cody S says, I'm not at Prime yet, but I would think not at Prime yet, but I would think going company first allows you to make mistakes in someone else's dime. Yes, and that's true. That is true right there. But odds are you're gonna come out here and you're gonna be like, I'm going company, I'm going company. And then your TNT trainer is more than likely gonna be a lease train TNT trainer. And he's going to be like, you can't make no money at Prime unless you go lease. You can make money as a company driver. You can make money as a lease operator. You can make money as an owner op. The thing is, you know, they start showing you how much they're making every week, and you're not thinking about, hey, he's a trainer. You got to think about someone being a trainer. That's why I never really post my check stub. I haven't ever posted my check stub. I haven't posted my year to date. And that's because you can't compare yourself to me. Like you can't compare yourself to me. You can't compare yourself to Tennessee because we worked our way to where we're at. So is it possible for you to get where we're at? 100%. 100% you can do what we do. Now, what you say?
I said, "Oh yeah, I was agreeing with you."
Oh, instead of 3 years. Oh, okay. So what Vincent's saying is, I guess it used to be 3 years, and now it's 12 months. Scotty B says you should probably be a company driver for at least a year on your own before leasing a truck. I used to say that. I did used to be a firm believer in that, but I've had students before that I was all like, Man, this dude got his head on it right. Like he's willing to work. He has a great worth ethic. This dude is gonna be great. Like he was all like, I'm going lease. I'm all like, cool. Done research, did a lot more research, started talking to drivers out there, just did a lot of research. And I kind of got away from that. Hey, I suggest this. Man, at the end of the day, it's your life. It's your decision. If you go lease off the bat, cool, that's on you. If you go company off the bat, then that's cool too. You gotta live with the choice you made. And anyways, the place is a walk away lease. So if you go lease and you're not getting a positive check and you're not getting a positive check and you're in the negative, that lease wasn't for you. You might want to walk away from it and go company because you can always switch. Pegleg says, breaker, bring me a Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper. I don't know. Anyone have any good things about the Harrison, Missouri Walmart DC? Hans, at the Saps brother right up the street, they have a Dunkin' Donuts in there. So you can get you some coffee. Yes. The Saps brothers, here's what I do is there's a shop across the street from the Saps brothers. So if I get out of that Walmart DC, if I get out of there real late, like 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning, whatever the case may be, like I park at that tire shop in the front of it. I park right there. That tire shop's never woke me up, try to kick me out or anything. They've always left me alone till I left. So if that Saps brother gets packed, then you can always go over there. The Harrison Walmart, it's not bad. A lot of the GPS, I believe, I know the Navigo for sure. It drops the nav point right at the Saps brothers. You take a left at the four at the. Actually, it's not a four-way stop. It's a three-way stop without a stop sign on one of them. But anyways, you go down like you're going to the Saps brothers. Just follow that road around. It's going to curve to the right, take you right to the Walmart. I want to say on average, I stayed there probably like 3 to 4 hours every time I go to that Walmart. Greenwich says Jeff is breaking out beer money. Hey man, he's on home time. He's enjoying himself. Paper Chase says, yeah, Peg, drop yard is the shit show. Welcome to Moe's. Kenny says, what's the worst city to drive through? One area I always hear about is Northeast area, especially New York. Portland, Oregon's pretty bad. I'm not a fan of Atlanta, Georgia either. Um, Shoot, I don't know where else. Yeah, and Hans says Atlanta. Hans also says Dallas. I don't have a problem with Dallas. I've been through Dallas several times, so I kind of know Dallas a little bit. So I believe that you know Dallas is like a straight. Dallas is like a grid. If you're trying to get through Dallas from the east to the west, just keep heading west. Follow everything you see west, and you'll get out of there. You know, that's how I deal with Dallas because it's kind of a grid. Just keep going that way. You'll get past it. Tim says, I love being a company driver trainer. Oh, you're company trainer. Do we know Tim?
Yeah, we've met him a couple of times down there on the yard.
Thinking about it, thinking about it, thinking about it. Dang. I'm bad with names and I can't really make out that picture too good. Scotty B says, everybody loves Hayden on my home area of the Northeast. The Northeast is not bad. When I was solo, I liked being in the Northeast. I ran a lot of quick little loads up there. I liked it. It would be like 300 miles deliver a load, 400 miles deliver a load. Like it was pickup. It was pickup 10-hour break, deliver, pick up 10-hour break. So like I always picked up a load, 10-hour breaks, drove the load in, and like I just kept on doing that in the Northeast, and I enjoyed it. I liked being up there. I made some good money just doing those little hops. All right, later, Paper Chase. It's good seeing you in here again, brother. Slowpoke says if you're looking for mentors or just some questions about how to run your business, check out the group Discord. Break in, introduce yourself, and ask questions. Slowpoke, drop the link in there, buddy. Hold on, is Slowpoke even yeah, Slowpoke has a wrench, so he can put it in there. Prime Driver Justin. What's going on, Prime Driver Justin? Nick says, hello, Twisted in Tennessee. Just want to give you a shout out to my friend. Who is still driving at Prime. Lou Sass? Lusa? Yeah. Ain't trying to say that. Prime Driver Justin says, I was down here in Georgia and I went deer hunting with the truck. That thing got a smashed trucks. I was down here in Georgia and I went deer hunting with a truck. That thing got all smushed trucks, not damaged at all, except under the fog lights, got knocked out. So you went hunting in Georgia with using your truck as a weapon to catch the deers. You got you one, and it didn't do no damage except for knocked out one of your frog lights. Pretty good. And it was probably like mashed potatoes. Hans says can't do much damage at 57. Greenwich says there's always an exception of a company driver first. River Ridge is a great example of that. I gotta get this thing away from me. I keep on messing with it. This little mini tripod I was showing Tennessee before the live. Jeff says if you go lease out of the training, don't expect to be successful business owner if you can't detach from your house. Yeah, one thing about even company, if you're going home too much, you're not going to be able to make, great money. So you need to be out. If the truck is not moving, you're not making money. And on the lease side, that truck note is still needing to be paid. Still needs to be paid. You can't go and take time off, like a week off, and expect them not to charge you for that truck because you accepted the responsibilities of it. Another bad place to drive is anywhere in California. Worst place to be is anywhere with a capstone. Oh my gosh. Capstone's going to charge you a restacking fee. They're going to charge you all kinds of stuff. And they're slow, and they have to unload you. You ever deal with Capstone over there unloading those flatbeds?
No.
No? I didn't figure y'all did, but Do y'all ever have to pay to get? Well, heck, you're going to the place that wants the stuff, so they ain't gonna charge you to take it off.
Right. We don't have to pay for anybody to unload our trucks.
Hans, good night, man. Take care of yourself. Uh, yeah, California is not fun. Prime driver Justin says, "Yeah, the 18 wheeler, he can't run out in front of me." 18 wheeler, he ran out in front of me. Oh yeah, we got you. We understand, Justin. You know, I've been in the truck with hitting a deer. Like one of my students hit a deer one time. We were driving down the road, and he was all like deer, and I looked on my side of the road because I was like, deer has to be coming from this wooded area. So I'm all like, I don't see no freaking deer. And he was all like, deer, the deer's right here. And I looked the other way, and I was all like, oh, it's in the middle of the median, like coming across. And I was all like, wow, we're hitting this. So we hit the deer, had to let road assist know and all that stuff. And he hit that deer right on the middle. Like the deer guards, they drop down open like this, and then they come back up. Well, they go like this, but where the pieces of metal in the front meets, it's that deer hit right there and like didn't do nothing to the truck, didn't tear up the bumper, didn't do a thing to it. So I was like, man, that's luck right there. That deer hit in the perfect spot. And then I remember I was on TNT. I was on TNT with my trainer, and my trainer hit a deer. And I get up the next morning. I'm in the truck stop. I didn't even know like it happened. Like I was slept through the whole thing. So my TNT trainer was all like, you could tell he was mad. So I went in the truck stop, used the bathroom, came out, did my pre-trip, walk around, all that good stuff, and I got in the driver's seat. So he gets in the truck, and he doesn't look at me or nothing, but he's staring over there. He said, "Aren't you going to ask me something?" I said, "Nope, sure ain't." He goes, "Didn't you notice something?" I said, "Nope, didn't notice nothing." He's so like, "If you didn't see that, you need to do your pre-trip again." I said, "No, I saw it, but I don't want to talk about it." I said, "I'm sure if it was something important, you would tell me." And he was all like, "I hit a deer last night." I was like, "Yeah, kind of figured that." He's all like, "You didn't even wake up when I hit the deer. You didn't wake up when I hit the rumble strips. You didn't wake up for nothing. If you ever become a trainer, you're going to be a bad trainer because you don't wake up for nothing." And I was like, "My bad." And he was all like, and you're not even going to ask me about it?" I said, "Nope." I said, "When you calm down, or maybe after you wake up in the afternoon, I might ask you about it. But now I don't even have to ask you about it because you done told me." But it was like, I'm trying to avoid this conversation. That's my experiences with deers. Tennessee, what's yours?
I've hit three deer, two in my TNT's truck, and then one in my other truck, my last truck before the one I've got, my Purple Beast right now. Uh, One of them in my TNT truck, he was laying in the road. I was some reason in that left lane. I think they were doing construction in the right lane, so I couldn't get over. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to straddle this carcass. I get right there, and he lifts his head up, and I decapitate him with the deer guard.
Ooh.
And then the one I hit with my other truck, like I kind of slowed down a bit, but she was at a full dead run across the road, and I hit her with the left side of my deer guard and shot her across 3 lanes of traffic, and did no
How about
damage to
those?
my truck.
How about those deer whistles?
I don't have any. I've never heard if they work or not. I've had friends with personal vehicles have deer whistles, and it's like they attract the deer.
Yeah. My trainer's truck, he put those deer whistles on his truck like not too not too long before we hit that deer. So he put them on there. This will help out with the deer. I was like, okay. Boom, hit that sucker. I
So
don't know if the deer whistles work or not.
I take it flatbed. The only time we ever have to pay lumber fees is when we're having onions unloaded, is what Jeff said.
Oh, yep. Chelsea, Massachusetts, to unload onions. Hey, so I learned something new. I thought y'all never had lumber
Yeah, I
fees.
learned something new, but I refuse onions, so I won't haul onions
What do you mean you refuse? Why will you not haul onions?
because I don't want to have to mess with that tarp more than once. Because if you're hauling onions and it starts raining, you have to pull over, let your tarps down, and then when the sun comes back out, you have to fold your tarps back up. But the top has always got to be covered,
Huh.
and you only get paid once for that tarp fee.
What do you mean you're not gonna do onions, man? You company driver. You can do what you're told.
I don't do onions. I've told night dispatch I don't know how many times I don't do onions.
When they have you try to do onions?
There were two loads on the yard that needed to get taken out, and they tried to call me, and they were like, "Hey, we got this onion load that needs to get taken out." I said, "Sorry, I'm on home time. I'm not doing it."
Call
And
on
that
your
was
fleet
before I
manager.
was a trainer.
Call on your fleet manager here in a minute.
Call him.
Tell him.
He won't answer.
Tell him he. Yeah, I know. Tennessee, how many years you been driving?
So I've been driving for Prime for 6 years, and I've been training for 3 of those 6. How long have you been driving?
Same amount.
Sound like me
Same
now.
same amounts. I've been driving for 6 years. October-ish will be 7. Uh,
May 8th will be 7 years for me.
I hope no one here hits a moose or buffalo.
Yeah, moose stand right at your windshield in a truck, and a
Yeah.
buffalo is just like trying to hit a rock.
Bear and moose, from what I understand, they will decommission your truck if you hit one of those. Like they're
Oh yeah,
solid. So you're in like a lot of trouble if you hit one of those because your truck is probably not going to be running very long. So just so you know that you definitely don't want to hit a bear or a moose. I'm telling you. I've only seen one moose. It was in Maine. I told my student, I said, "Hey, watch out for that deer on the side of the road." He said, "I ain't worried about that. I'm worried about that moose." And I said, "What the heck? That thing was huge." Kurt Mays says, "What's up, fellas?" Oh man, we over here living the dream. Twisted D is the real deal. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
So what you
So
got
when's
going
this?
on tomorrow?
Oh, go ahead.
So what you got going on tomorrow?
Shoo, a long load, long load. I'm probably gonna leave out in the morning and not get back till late night.
So you're going to be able to see the sun come out, go down, watch that
Yeah,
sunset on your way by.
been a long time since I watched the sun go down in a semi truck. We got turtles, squirrels, snakes, groundhogs, armadillo, birds, and countless butterflies. not the butterflies. Poor
Oh,
little things.
didn't you get late to your dinner the not last night? Oh yeah, it would have been last night because you had to wash all the bugs off of your windshield from St. Louis bugs or Kansas City bugs.
You're such a snitch. I didn't say why I was late to dinner or late getting home or why I was trying to rush home. I just said like I was running late. You didn't have to add the part. Hell, weren't you in line into truck wash? What a
I didn't say
snitch.
that. I said, didn't you get your truck washed because get all the bugs off? You're the one just ratted yourself out.
No, don't give me that. I'm not hearing that lies. Jesus. Dang, Oakdale, you went to Tennessee's channel instead of mine? What?
What's
Yo,
going
yo, what's up,
on, Bill?
what's up, Oakdale? Oh, wait, what?
You missed. You
My,
jumped over that one.
yeah, my bad. My bad. Question. Do trucking companies allow you to drive while taking prescription medications? You're gonna have to get on the DOT or the FMSEA's list of medications and find out if your medication's on that. For the most part, if it's anything that makes you, if the bottle says it makes you drowsy, sleepy, or cannot operate heavy machinery, then no. But there's also different medications on that list that you can't be on in a commercial vehicles. So I would run that by. I would look into like the FMS CSA's medication list. That's your best thing to go to. The website. Phew, I don't even know the website. I would Google it, see what pops up. I'm typing Google into the search bar. What a scrub. What's the website, Tennessee?
I would do the
F-
same thing you just said. I'd type it into Google and see what it popped up at.
FMCSA medical or medication list.
And then if any of your medication is on that list, you could always ask your doctor if there's a substitute to that medication that they do accept.
This is going to be the www.fmsca.gov. That's the website. Cool. I don't have a list actually. One, review each medication's prescriptions, non-prescriptions, and supplements. Number two, request a letter from the prescribing doctor. Any driver cannot take a controlled substance or prescription medication without prescription from a license. Okay, so don't go buy your own pills. Anti seizure medications and preventative seizures is disqualified. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on here. Too much for me to read. Definitely too much for me to read.
Greenwich had a good one to answer that question too.
If the company has a safety department, they can tell you about the prescription medication. That's also true. Definitely hit up your safety department at the company you're at or the company you're going to, and they would be the best qualified to help you on that. If you're not a driver at any company, um, call the recruiter and say, hey, can I talk to, like, who do I need to talk to about these medications that I'm on? Also, I'm pretty sure that the people that do your medical card, I think the DOT, I think the best way to do it too is hit up the people that do your DOT medical card. And when you do, like you will tell them the medications you're on, stuff like that. You answer all those questions that they have, and they'll probably be able to give you a good answer on that also. Now to think about it. Oakdale Reefer Holler says, I tried coming over to Twisted Side and my signal kept going out. I came to Tennessee side and it works just fine. Man, I'm not hearing that.
That Walmart Wi-Fi you're on over there.
Yeah. Kurt, has freight slowed down over there at Prime? No, well, of course, the first half of the year has been pretty rocky. It's been slow, but from what I'm understanding is there's a lot less people waiting on like waiting in between loads, and people are even getting pre-plans now. So, I think things are really picking up. This freaking pop up. Uh, it says there's a company over the road. The holidays didn't slow me down at all. You manage your miles may vary. Yeah, they're gonna vary week for week and stuff like that. No, so it's always up and down. Trucking is always up and down. I'm gonna tell you that. Week to week, even. Tennessee, you got me sitting like you over there. So you might have a load that's not delivering this week, and it's gonna end up on the next week paycheck. Like you gotta be ready for stuff like that. So you might have a really like a short week, but that load actually went on to the next week. So your next check is gonna make up for it. You know what I mean? So you always got to have money put back, and for rocky times like that, trucking has always been up and down. Even through the good times, it's been up and down. There's no such thing as I'm consistently bringing home 2 grand a week. There's nobody out there that can say that, or 3 grand a week, or 5 grand a week, whatever the case may be. You can't say that you're consistently making that every week because, like I said, it's always up and down. Um, Tennessee, is it consistent for you?
No, it's not consistent. It's always up and down. That's why my first truck I wanted to call it the slow roller coaster.
Low roller coaster. Yeah, so I mean, like it's always up and down. It's just a business. You got to know that there's going to be bad weeks, there's going to be good weeks. You got to know your payoff. You got to know the exact time payoff, like the end of the pay week happens. Like you have to know all that stuff because you got to know whether or not that load's going to fall on your week or not. Or maybe you wanted to fall on the next week because you're all like, man, I made great money this week. I'm going to start off next week good. So hopefully I get a load, or you hit up the fleet manager. Hey, I don't mind if you give me a load that's going to deliver on the next week because I made enough money this week, and maybe your fleet manager can give you an even better load because he's not trying to get another one on that week. You just got to work it to your advantage. Coming out here and spending some time out here, you're going to start learning things. Uh, Kurt says, Twisted D, glad you're chilling, bro. Good to see y'all rocking. Y'all still rocking, bro. Yeah. Hey, man, you take care of yourself. We still out here doing our thing like always.
Oh yeah.
Kind of looks like a younger you, Tennessee, from this picture right here.
Yeah, if you stand away from it.
Well, on my screen, it's real small picture, so 51 Logistics says, what's up, boys? Waiting to be unloaded at the Walmart DC in Shelbyville, Tennessee. That's your home, man. How close is Shelbyville to you?
uh, shit, I don't remember. I don't have an atlas pulled up right now.
Oh, no. Reefer Holler says, I'd have turned down a load, my first load, I turned down since I became lease. I turned that down due to the miles to the revenue wasn't there, and I got this one. I'm on 2 hours later. And I don't even look. I hear this all the time too. Like, I don't know. I have a different way of thinking, I guess. So instead of me always figuring out my miles, how much I get paid by the miles, and this is what I think. This is just how I think about stuff, and I might be completely wrong. At probably Greenwich will tell me tomorrow or whatever that I might be completely wrong. I break it down to like how much am I making per day. Like I don't care if the load pays like $10 a mile, if it has an extra day on it or extra 2 days, like it may pay $10 a mile, but it might only go 6 miles and it might take 3 days to do that. You're not making money on that. And I'm not saying that you were wrong, Oakdale, for refusing it or whatever due to the miles. It's just whenever I see people say due to the miles to the revenue, I just never understand that. I'm more on like how much extra time does the load have on it? How much am I making that day I'm with that load? Like I would take I'd be more willing to take a load that I divided it by the days and I'm all like, okay, for the next 2 days, the next 2 days or 3 days, if I break it up, I'm gonna be making about 600 a day, 600 a day, 650 a day, versus hey, my load's gonna take me 3 days to get there, and I'm making I don't know like $4 a mile, and it comes out to where you're only making like $1,000 for 3 days. Whenever the other load was 2 days, $600 a day, right? $650 a day. So that's 1,300 for 2 days when you're doing 3 days for $1,000. You see what I'm saying? It might be a lower cent per mile on the 2 day load, but at least you know, hey, I'm making this much each day I have this. How many days is it ruining your clock? I mean, maybe it's just me overthinking it. Just something I think about. This is my face. Says hello, gentlemen. It's always a pleasure to see you guys. Definitely. How have you been? It's been a while since I've seen you in the live. 51 Logistics says I already have a pre-plan after this drop off Kentucky to Ohio, $2 a mile. What's the daily pay on that from Kentucky to Ohio? How much are you making per day you're on that load? Like how many shifts is it going to take? Stuff like that. That's what I'm kind of curious. Kentucky to Ohio, that's probably one shift. Simple Plan Trucking says you got to know when to hold them or when to fold them. Kurt says you're the man. Peace, fellas. Peace out, Kurt. In that case, the mile to days I have to get there is just right. In that case, the miles to the days I have to get it there is just right. Uh, Greenwich says the trucking game is a marathon, not a sprint. This is my face. Says I'm good. Thanks for asking. Hope all is well to both of you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we're doing great.
can't complain.
I mean, students were down a little bit, but I don't know. You feel like it's picking up?
Yeah, it's picking up.
You feel like the class sizes are getting bigger?
Yeah, there's more heads in Wednesday's class before I left out.
Today there was a lot of people out there doing pre-trip. There was a group of them. I was like, I have not seen that in a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
I was kind of like, man, I have not seen the all the vests in a while. Because I used to joke around with my students, and like whenever we would drive by them, and especially if I was testing somebody that week and I was getting another one, I used to joke around with them. I'm all like, "Hey, the kids are out, man. I wonder which one I'm getting next." I'm all like, "Look at these guys. Tell me who's studying pre-trip, who's not. I want the guys studying the pre-trip. Y'all keep an eye on them. Like I even could pick or anything." Then whenever I got my student, I'd be like, "Hey, was he one doing the pre-trip, or was he one not studying?" Pick up tomorrow and deliver Saturday. So that's a 2-day load.
Yeah, 2 day run.
Well, no, not necessarily. If he can get it all done in one shift, then it's really a 1-day run because you're going to get the 10 hours and you'll be able to run that next day. Oakdale says, I remember my first day at the pad, there was like 40 of us. Shoot, I remember my first day at the pad, there was probably about 100, 120. I don't know. It was a pretty big class.
Yeah, I don't remember my first day. My first day, I was pretty much on my brother-in-law's truck as soon as I got cleared.
Must be nice. Tennessee didn't even get to sleep at the campus.
Oh, I got to go home.
Law says, the way you think how much slash day is why I despise Walmart DC lows now. Always have an extra day and will not take it early. Yeah, you ain't lying right there. They will not take that early. I've busted down a lot of doors in my time and like got a lot of places to take my loads early or freaking load, like either load me early or you know take it early, whatever the case may be. But a Walmart never even attempted it. Walmart don't play that stuff. Uh, Pickup is 1,300 and delivers the next day at 1,300.
So he's getting a 10-hour break in between or a split.
24 hours right there. That's
Yeah.
drive it and take a reset.
Drive to get to it, pick it up, drive to get it delivered. He's going to have a reset or a split somewhere in there.
You wouldn't need to do a split with. I don't think you would have to do. I don't know. Not my load.
Not your monkey, not your circus.
Exactly. How many miles? How many miles? He's.
I think he said 200.
No, he didn't say 200. He said from Ohio to.
Yeah. 200 miles.
He didn't say 200. Kentucky to Ohio?
200 miles.
From Kentucky to Ohio?
They touch each other.
Do they?
Yeah.
Maybe it is 200 miles. No, he said $2 a mile.
Oh, I didn't see a dollar sign, so that to me is 200 miles. So I was misreading it then. 51, what is the miles on it?
We're all trip planning right now. Let's hear this. Who's next?
See who can trip fly real quick. We're all patiently waiting.
I know.
Got Oakdale's right there. You can read.
On the DC loads, Prime feels like they need to remind us 40 times on that load to not arrive more than an hour early. Yeah, it's because they don't play with that. From where in Kentucky to where in Ohio?
It's
127.
127 miles to the 01 and then 275 to the 90.
So you could do the 01 mileage. Look at today. Today,
So 01 in 3 hours. Give you a
imagine
small.
he's on a 10-hour break, so he got plenty of time to make it to the 01. Once
Yeah.
he gets to 01 and picks up, he has plenty of time to make it to the next spot in
So
5 hours. It's
to the
making $2 a mile, but you see what I kind of look at. To me, I'm all like, yeah, that. I don't know. That's why I'm not least. I overthink stuff. OTIF loads have big fine to the company if too early or delivered late. 800 a day is pretty good. Yeah, 800 a day is pretty good. Yeah, extremely doable in 24 hours. I don't know, man. It's like, oh, send the load screen. I'm tired of messing with this.
So that's the other thing I like about flatbed is we don't get many of that whole we're going to charge you for being early and we're going to charge you for being late. Most of the time when we call and ask, hey, can you unload us early? They're like, yeah, if you get here and we got time to get you worked in, we'll work you in immediately. Some places like, oh yeah, we've been waiting for you for 2 days. Why are you asking to come in early? We've been waiting already. Like today, I showed up to my 90, and they were like, the fleet manager asked me to call them. I called him up, and he was like, well, the appointment time was at 7. I said, well, I'm showing 10. And he goes, yeah, that's the open window. I was like, well, I thought it was going to be 9, so I'm like going to be there at 8:30. And he was like, oh, great, you're on time then. The guy when I got there, the guy that got there before me was an hour and a half late. But he was not late by his standard because he showed up to the wrong address, which just was around the corner from where we were delivering at. He was there at 6:30 this morning when he finally got told and showed the map, because this one we actually had a map sent to us of where the delivery entry was. And so he didn't get that map until this morning, and he realized, oh, I'm just around the corner. By the time he realized it, he got up, moved around there to get unloaded, and then I showed up. And I showed up at 8:30.
Greenwich says, I gotta do Pegleg's job. How many likes do we have?
How many likes
Let's run
do we
more
have?
footage of Pegleg. Let's see what words from Pegleg. Man, I wish we would have thought about this and got a Greenwich video. Green words from Greenwich. Use the dentures to hit the like button, and he throws them across the room.
Hey everybody, hit that like button, borrow my leg to smash that ding dong bell. Oh, and if you ain't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe too.
Oh my god, I can't
That
believe he
would be
said that
funny.
about his dentures.
That would have been funny.
Oh man.
All right, Greenwich, better meet me at the pad. I'm bringing the camera.
Right? He's gonna be at the pad tomorrow. You might want to take it. He will make a video. Y'all can go on a nature hike and you can video it. Just do that trail around by the DOT over there. Little nature hike with them.
Oh, the conservation service area?
Yeah, old people like
That's
going
not
on
a bad
walks.
little hike. So if anybody that comes to the yard and want to get out of their truck, that little trail around that's actually pretty cool. I walked it a few weeks ago just to see if I can do a stealth camp in there. And I can. It's kind of a walk to get into where I can do the stealth camp. But
What do you mean it's a walk to get in there? It's
Looks
not.
like you're
It's
gonna
not
say-
even that big of an area, is it?
yeah, but it's heavily grown over, around, and then it opens up dead center.
Oh. He said, "Let me get my
Let me
teeth."
get my teeth.
He must have threw them at the like button. Duck, there's dentures flying across the room, says Pegleg.
I wish I could
All right.
put an animated video behind me. I would actually set that up where teeth just come flying across the screen.
Greenwich says, "Are you trying to make an old man have a heart attack? I see how you guys are." Bro, he bought that nice mattress. Man, I should have took a video of that mattress. Dude, it was so cool. Like what the heck was it called? You know that nice mattress everyone's talking about? It comes in a little bitty box and you open it up and it blows up. What the heck?
But there's a couple of brands.
Name them.
They're all slipping my mind right now.
I know, that's my problem. I just had it. But anyways, he cut that bag open and that thing was like a jet. It was all Odyssey. He just put it in there. Odyssey. That Odyssey mattress. He cut that bag and that thing was like and expanding fast. And like the mattress was like this tall, man. Like I was all like, dude, do you got a sheet that goes on that? And he was all like, yeah, I bought this 600, 700, 800,000 whatever thread count sheet, like this really nice thread count sheet to go on it that's extra long so it'll fit over it. I was like, man, you thought of everything. Like I'm all like, he was all like, yeah, I gotta make sure my drivers are comfortable in here. And he got the he threw a refrigerator in there. If anyone's about to upgrade right now, Leave me a comment on this video if you're wanting to jump on a fleet truck as a company driver. Throw me a comment in there. You never know when Greenwich is going to buy another truck. So, and I really trust the guy, extremely trust the guy. So I know he would take care of you. That's the only reason I put my name out for that. Oz says foam. I got the Sleep Dog. Greenwich, is yours a spring or a foam? I think it has springs inside it, but I think it was a foam mattress. It was so compressed though, it might not have springs in it.
It
Oh,
says
look.
it's entered springs. It's comfortable.
And very comfortable. So it does have springs in it. Nice mattress though. But yeah, he threw that fridge in there. He threw the mattress in there. I was like, dude, you're spoiling your drivers. You are.
I think he
It's a
even put
nice.
a microwave in there, and he put a big 90-inch screen TV with a PlayStation 5 and the Xbox. What is the newest Xbox?
He didn't put none of that in there. I didn't see none of that.
It was a joke.
Oh, false advertisement. False advertisement.
He wants his guys to work, not sit there and play video games.
Yeah, I can't see him putting an Xbox in there.
Next thing you know, he's going to put a headache rack on the back, and they're going to be a flatbedder.
No. His fleet manager would be mad because his fleet manager's all like, I'm getting another truck. Yes. And then he's all like, well, it's going flatbed. That would have been one mad fleet manager.
Try.
Oh, trying to be you? Yeah, with your gaming system. Hey, Oz, why don't you
We'll
go over there and build Greenwich one of those PCs like you have? Look, Tennessee trying to spend his money. You trying to spend his money?
No, I'm just trying to make his driver comfortable.
Simple Plan Trucking says we have the Odyssey, well worth the money. Dude, that thing was nuts. Like, he cut that bag, and that thing just went, like, I'm telling you, it was like a jet engine. It was all, and, like, just plumped up. It was crazy from a little bitty hole in it. I don't. The story of that brush. Oh, what's the story of that brush behind you?
It's just a random picture I found, I guess. That's what he's talking about. If anyone wants a sneak peek of what the camping video when I get it put out is.
Do what?
Our setup over the weekend when we went camping.
Yeah, that looks familiar. Oh, my wife made fun of the little steps things to get out.
Little step things to get out.
Dude, this tripod extends. I know I said I was going to put it down, but look
Squirrel.
at this.
Squirrel.
I said it was a little tiny one. It actually extends. It's almost as tall as my microphone now.
So she was making fun of the little mats that so you don't get your socks dirty.
Yeah, I'm being a snitch right now, but yeah, she's like, that ain't camping. Y'all got rugs. I'm all like, it's so our feet don't have to touch the ground.
Daniels. And then let me get turned around here. See how big that one. I just picked that one up too on our way out. Did you see it? Here, I'll make my body disappear so you can see it.
There it is. Yeah, the floor mat. Like she
And
was
then
all
my
like, "That
chair.
ain't camping." I was like, "It's so we didn't get our
Hey,
feet
it's
dirty."
big comfy.
Hey, it worked. I'm not complaining.
Oh yeah.
It was a good time out there in the trees and stuff, waiting for snakes and bears and Bigfoot to come kill me.
And then the rain.
So when's it posting, you think?
Uh, it's going to be posted sometime this weekend after as I'm doing another camp.
As you're doing another camp.
Yeah. Because my birthday and then Father's Day fell on the weekend. I usually get my videos edited, and I'm behind on getting it finished.
That's not true.
It is true.
It's kind of true.
It's a whole lot of truth.
No, it's not.
And then
When was your birthday?
Huh?
When was your birthday?
Friday.
Friday. Okay. You go camping on Saturday and you come home early Sunday morning.
I didn't go camping this weekend because of the fact that I go camping every other weekend. Because I got to have time to edit my videos from the camp before, the weekend before.
Okay. Okay, we're getting a little bit more to the truth.
It's still the truth.
It's because River Rich was smoking a brisket on
That's
Saturday
what
and you
stopped me
weren't
on
missing
Saturday.
that. Yeah, we did go eat out on Friday though. Friday we went out for your birthday. Um, Saturday we were eating brisket over here, and then Father's Day was Father's Day.
Well, Father's Day, I cooked Philly steaks for everybody over at my house
Not me.
for my family. You had your own Father's Day thing you did.
Oh, so we're not.
That's why I said you did your own Father's Day thing you did.
Said I cooked Philly cheesesteaks for my family.
I didn't say cheese.
Oh, Philly steaks for my family. Dang. Truth came out. Zolpoke TNT says if you look to go company and you work up to lease op, that driver position with Greenwich is a great opportunity to learn. Definitely is. And what a better person to go learn from than a 40 plus year vet. So like that's a great opportunity. Great opportunity. Oh, Jordan needs some brisket. Jordan, that brisket, man, that brisket was good. Yeah. I showed him a picture of it actually. He's seen the brisket. I was like, this is what we ate. Man, that brisket was good. I can't believe River Rich didn't make an appearance tonight. I thought he would at least make a hey guys. He's probably asleep though. Well, I'm feeling like Greenwich says the brisket was excellent. Yeah, it sure was. Well, we're gonna get off of here. I gotta get up super early. Like I'm gonna it's gonna be a long day tomorrow. Like
I was up super early this morning because I had to get out before the shuttles run and pick my students up to get to the truck. So
I hate seeing the sun rise through the truck window and then on the way back home seeing the sun go down. It just bothers me. It's like freak. I worked sun up to sun down. Sucks. Rich has a 2 a.m. appointment time. No wonder he's not up. Here's the last question from Adam Woolley. I don't know Adam Woolley from Texas, but it says, are flatbed drivers needed at Prime?
Yeah, I think they're actually letting more flatbeds come in now.
Yeah, we're having more and more people come in to do flatbed. So yeah, they definitely want them. Yeah, well, we're here for you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you check out Tennessee Bush Craft.
And then your mic
No,
just went
Tennessee
all
Flatbedder TF Bushcraft over there. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to all the channels out there, and y'all have a great one. And we're out.
Twisted.